During an intense week of online classes to become certified to lead sacred meditation circles as an Ekam Mitra, which is a oneness spiritual friend or guide, gunshots rang out, helicopters hovered overhead, and parts of my neighborhood burned while being vandalized. Justified peaceful protests and riots, some from opportunists using this tragedy for ill intent, filled the streets. Sadly, another black man had been killed by a white police officer. The dichotomy of this experience during a global pandemic amplified the surreal. Feeling helpless to stop the chaos and crisis going on around me, I focused on the teachings and practices of my Ekam lessons taking place on Zoom. I embraced the oneness of humanity. Doing so brought me a sense of peace and hope for the days of healing ahead. On the night of George Floyd's death, I could not stop thinking of the countless people who have lost their lives because of the color of their skin. Unable to sleep, I turned on a flameless candle and placed it in my kitchen window. I chose to remember that there is light even in the darkness of this grieving night. These events are illuminating a path for humanity to commit to what is sometimes referred to as the Great Change. It is absolutely time for this change to occur, and I believe we are called to do things differently, not just trying to fix what is most definitely broken, but rather recreate or replace these systems altogether. How does a system, a country, a culture make way for this change in the face of such inequity and division? We do this by ending suffering states for all people and seeing the world with an awakened consciousness focused on oneness and love. Does this sound too woo-woo to you? Well, let's remind ourselves that what we have been doing to this point simply has not worked. Oneness is not a weak, pie-in-the-sky concept, but rather a powerful action to invoke the strength of love. When we truly awaken to our oneness, there is no longer the thought of the other. In reality, there is no other. We are one being, one species, one beating heart, one with all that exists on this earth. What happens to one of us affects all of life. Living consciously with the knowledge of our oneness naturally causes us to be kind-hearted, respectful, and loving. The riots are quieting, and my community has cleaned its streets. Neighbors are helping neighbors, and I have completed my Ekam Mitra training. There is still much to do, and I'm here for it. Will you join me? Soon I will be offering Ekam circles to expand our deep connection and awaken consciousness. I will also keep my flameless candle burning in honor of George Floyd and the great change his life has inspired in humanity.